From time to time, we always get some good ideas. We quickly need to write it down. Well, my idea here is to show you how many different ways you can use on the Mac to do just that. I will start from the very basic options, but further on in the video we will get to more exciting and more creative ways. So I recommend you to watch it all the way to the end, or use the timestamps below the video to jump ahead into the stuff you are excited the most. So let's start. The most obvious app is actually called Notes, but I think that this app has quite changed over the time, and its main purpose has changed a bit. You already have here so many options. You can style the text, put different headings, create bullet lists, checklists, add some other objects. So it's not really about just taking a simple text note. It's a lot more like a text editor. Of course, you can still use this quick note section here. If you move your cursor down to the bottom right corner of your screen, it should pop up. If it doesn't appear, you might have it set differently. So go to System Setting and to the tab Desktop and Dock. Here you can set it up under the hot corners. But back to the quick note. This is quite a good option, because within one click I can straight away add my text to this small quick note window. But even here you can do some styling. So if you are looking really for the plain simple text, you might be better off with the easiest app of all, TextEdit. Especially if you switch to the plain mode here. But I think that a little disadvantage of this is the fact that you need to save it as a file which you store somewhere. So it's not as easily accessible as the Notes app I showed you before. One of the newer apps which can also be used as a notes-taking app is called Freeform. Once you open it, you get this free empty canvas and you can fill it up with your own stuff. You can add text boxes, shapes, photos, all your different things. And you can go even further to rearrange them wherever you want and link them together with these lines. So it can be a really good structured document. There is also one little bit hidden feature called Sticky Notes. If you go to the Insert menu, you can add this paper note on your canvas as well. It looks a little bit cooler than a simple text box. This brings me to the very old school thing which was used at the old versions of macOS when you had this special widget screen. Yes, I'm talking about Stickies. It's a bit hidden now, but the easiest way to find it is through Launchpad or just search for it using Spotlight. And once you open it, it will stick these notes on your desktop. And these notes will be always accessible unless you fully quit the app. Something similar can be achieved using the app Lockera Widget. It's not really an app, it's more like a widget, a set of widgets. I talked about this app in one of my previous videos where I showed you a lot of exciting stuff about the desktop. You can check it out after. But now let's have a look at one of the widgets, which is called a sticky note as well. You can edit between your widgets on the sidebar, or you can drag it to the desktop to have it always accessible. But sometimes you might get a bit lazy of typing, or you have a lot of different fonts you need to quickly write it down. Well, you don't need to write it. You can actually record it. And for that, it's a really useful and very simple app. It's called Voice Memos. With one click, you can record your own voice, or maybe record the whole class you are just attending. So you can write your notes afterwards, and you know that you will not miss anything. Next, maybe a little bit unusual app for notes creating is Keynote. It's a very fun app to use and you can be very creative here. I have made a whole course about Keynote, so if you really want to master this app, you can check out the link in the description or click on the banner on top. That should lead you to the official Byte Academy page, where you will find all information about it, including the special coupons. But now back to the video. Open up the Keynote app. It doesn't matter which template you will use, but click on the View button and switch to Outline. Now I can actually take notes here in the sidebar. And notice how it's writing the text also on the presentation slides. And it's not about the titles only. You can add a lot more information right from this Outline menu. If I press the Tab key on my keyboard, I can add some other things under these titles. They are all appearing on the slides as well. So this way I can create very complex of notes in this very cool styled format. So afterwards I can play it as a presentation or print it out. You can also use a special notes taking template in Pages. You will find it under the basic category templates. This puts you in outline mode straight away so you can put all your thoughts in this structured file. And as extra, you can use these thousands of options for styling or improving the document. But there are so many other apps which has the notes section included inside of them, and that might be a nice place to put some extra information in a specific situation. One app where you would probably not expect this is the Contacts app. Here is a small space you can type more information about a contact, or maybe just write there a reminder to call this person. For this purpose, you will probably be better off with Calendar, where under every event you can actually add some other notes as well. So you can do it the other way here. You can create the event and add some information in the notes to call this person or add some contact information. And exactly the same you can do with reminders. Under every of these small titles, you can add some extra information to specify the reminder. Now, one more technique I want to show you. It's probably 11th already, maybe even more, but we all want to get things for free. So let's continue in this video. So the thing is that sometimes, actually many times, I want to save a part of the text on the website to quote it later, or maybe save the whole website to refer to it later. And you can do that very easily. Just go to Safari, select any part of the text and right-click it. Here it will offer you to add this into a quick note. It will not only quote the text you have selected, it will also work as a link to the website. And as I mentioned, you don't even need to be selecting anything. You can use these three dots and add the whole website to the quick note. These were all already pre-installed apps which comes free with your Mac. But you can also find another third-party applications. Here in Setapp, within few clicks, I can get another 10 different applications good for note-taking. They might be good in some specific situations, but I think that there are already so many options on the Mac that we really don't need to install so many applications. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful, and if you want to see more videos like that, drop a like, and I will see you in the next one.